How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just wanted to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite from 2 nights ago, which was August 3rd, 2022. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Jay Lethal versus Orange Cassidy. That was a great match. But the ending to it, Jay Lethal went over with the lethal injection. Well, after the match, as Jay Lethal was celebrating his victory, Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh came out, and Sanjay Dutt had a microphone and was talking shit about Orange Cassidy and everything, and then also talked shit about the best friends, which are Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor, and also talked shit about Wardlow and everything as well. And then Jay Lethal told Wardlow and the best friends, which are Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor, to come out here and save Orange Cassidy, or Jay Lethal himself was going to put Orange Cassidy in the figure 4 leg lock and break his leg. Well, Jay Lethal was getting ready to execute the figure 4 leg lock to Orange Cassidy, but the best friends, which are Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor, and also Wardlow, came out to even the odds. And so as Wardlow and the best friends, which are Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor, came out, Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh retreated, and Wardlow while the best friends, which are Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor, were tending to Orange Cassidy, Wardlow got on the microphone, and Sanjay Dutt got on the microphone and was talking shit towards Wardlow and issued a challenge on behalf of Jay Lethal against Wardlow for the AEW TNT title. Well, Wardlow accepted the challenge and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 2, it was Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Thunderstorm, which are Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter went over cause Jamie Hayter pinned Tony Storm with the short arm clothesline. That was match 2, by the way. Match 3, it was Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ren Jones. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Powerhouse Hobbs went over with a clothesline. Now, before the match, Taz made an announcement that Team Taz is over, and Taz was talking about how he wished Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Hook good luck in their future doings and everything as well. And wished them good luck in their future doings and everything. That was cool. That was before the match, by the way. And after the match, Ricky Starks came out and ran down to the ring, and Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs started brawling, and with Ricky Starks getting the best of Powerhouse Hobbs, and then Ricky and referee Stephon Smith was trying to break it up, but Ricky Starks pushed referee Stephon Smith out of the way, and then Ricky Starks charged at Powerhouse Hobbs, and so Powerhouse Hobbs executed the spine buster to Ricky Starks and laid him out. And then Powerhouse Hobbs left the ring while Ricky Starks was laid out in the ring and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 4, it was Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Christian Cage went over with the kill switch. Now after the match, Christian Cage got out of the ring and got a couple steel chairs, and Christian Cage went back into the ring and was getting ready to execute a concerto to Matt Hardy. But before that could happen, Luchasaurus came out and distracted Christian Cage. And while Christian Cage was distracted, Jungle Boy came out and had a steel chair and was getting ready to attack Christian Cage. But Christian Cage retreated, and Jungle Boy stood tall in the ring while Luchasaurus was on stage looking on and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 5, it was The Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, versus the Gun Club, which are Colton and Austin Gunn, in a dumpster match. That was a great match, but the ending to it, The Acclaimed went over because Max Caster and Anthony Bowens threw Colton and Austin Gunn in the dumpster and shut the lid of the door. Now, before the match, the Gun Club, which are Billy, Colton, and Austin Gunn, came out, and then The Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, came out, and as The Acclaimed came out, Anthony Bowens attacked Billy Gunn with a trash can, and Max Caster threw Billy Gunn, and then Anthony Bowens threw Billy Gunn into the dumpster, and then Colton Gunn charged it at the Acclaimed, but Anthony Bowens struck Colton Gunn with a trash can. Austin Gunn charged at Anthony Bowens, but Anthony Bowens hit Austin Gunn over the head with a trash can. Then Max Caster got on the microphone and done a rap on the Gun Club, which are Colton and Austin Gunn. And then Anthony Bowens said his signature line, "Columbus, the Acclaimed, have arrived." And then Anthony Bowens was getting the crowd going of saying "Trash Boys," but the Gun Club, which are Colton and Austin Gunn, attacked the Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, before the match started and everything. That was cool. That was before the match, by the way. And after the match, the Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, shoved the dumpster that had the Gun Club, which are Colton and Austin Gunn, in it, and shoved it off. The Acclaimed shoved the dumpster off the stage and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. And yeah, and that was match 5, by the way. And match 6, which was the main event, it was Chris Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta. The stipulation to the match was if Wheeler Yuta won, he would get Chris Jericho's interim AEW title shot against Jon Moxley at All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite special event, Quake by the Lake. Well, that was a great match, but the ending to it, Chris Jericho went over with the Lion Tamer. Now, after the match, Chris Jericho kept the Lion Tamer locked on Wheeler Yuta, and referees Aubrey Edwards and Stephon Smith tried to get Chris Jericho off Wheeler Yuta, but Chris Jericho wouldn't do it. So Jon Moxley came out, and as Jon Moxley came out to the ring, Chris Jericho let go of the Lion Tamer on Wheeler Yuta and retreated. Jon Moxley got into the ring. Chris Jericho was on stage, and Chris Jericho got on the microphone and cut a promo talking about, asking Jon Moxley, saying, "Jon Moxley, you want the last survivor of the late great Stu Hart's dungeon? And you want the Lionheart Chris Jericho? Well, you got it, because you have waken up the demon in me. And next week at Quake by the Lake, I'm going to make you pay, and I'm going to take the interim AEW title away from you and everything." So, as Chris Jericho cut his promo, Jon Moxley was looking on and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. And that was match 6 in the main event, by the way. Now, besides the matches, AEW aired highlights of the match between Hook versus Ricky Starks for the FTW title last week on AEW Dynamite. That was cool. The Undisputed Elite, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. Wait a minute. The Undisputed Elite, which are Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Brandon Cutler, came out to the ring, and Adam Cole got on the microphone and said, "Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?" And then Adam Cole was talking about how he wouldn't be in AEW if it wasn't for the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, and talked about loyalty and everything, and talked about how Red Dragon, which are Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, were also his best friends and everything. And then Adam Cole was talking about the AEW Trios title tournament and everything, and talked about how he himself is not medically cleared to compete right now and everything. And then Adam Cole was kept on talking and everything, and then next thing you know, Bobby Fish attacked Nick Jackson with a chokehold, and Kyle O'Reilly attacked Matt Jackson with a chop block. Adam Cole executed the super kick to Matt Jackson and laid him out. Then Brandon Cutler got into the ring and was trying to reason with the Undisputed Elite, which are Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. But Bobby Fish blindsided Brandon Cutler and laid him out. And so Red Dragon, which are Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, were doing more damage to the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole joined in along with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish in beating the shit out of the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson. And as that was going on, Hangman Page came out to even the odds, but the Undisputed Elite, which are Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, retreated, and Hangman Page and the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, were still in the ring and everything. While the Undisputed Elite, which are Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, were on stage and everything. That was cool. Jon Moxley cut a promo talking about how next week he don't give a shit if he's facing Chris Jericho or Wheeler Yuta, because yeah, Chris Jericho is the last surviving member of the Hart family dungeon, and Wheeler Yuta is the first survivor of the Blackpool Combat Club. But Jon Moxley was talking about how he's ready for anyone. He'll fight anyone who gets in his way, because this shit is what he loves. And next week, whether it's Chris Jericho or Wheeler Yuta, Jon Moxley himself was saying next week he was going to kick either Chris Jericho or Wheeler Yuta's asses and retain the interim AEW title and everything. Just cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed Christian Cage. Well, Tony Schiavone brought up about the feud between Christian Cage and Jungle Boy getting personal and everything, and then Christian Cage was talking about how he never made it personal between him and Jungle Boy and everything. And as Christian Cage continued to talk, Jungle Boy appeared in the garage in his car, and then Jungle Boy got out of his car and was getting ready to attack Christian Cage, but the security got a hold of Christian Cage and wait a minute. The security got a hold of Jungle Boy and escorted him out of the building and everything, and Christian Cage was telling the security to escort that piece of shit out of here. So the security guards escorted Jungle Boy out of the building and everything. Just cool. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti announced their engagement, but Eddie Kingston interrupted the whole thing, and Eddie Kingston was talking about how no one gives a shit about Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti getting engaged and everything. And Eddie Kingston was also talking about how he went to Tony Khan to get a match with Sammy Guevara at All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view event All Out, and talked about how he already signed the contract, and then he's waiting on Sammy Guevara to sign the contract and everything as well. That was cool. Miro cut a promo talking about how his God has kept secrets from him, and how Malachi Black is a pagan, and how he's going to take out the House of Black, which are Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, and everything. And Miro was also talking about how he's going to destroy the House of Black and everything as well. That was cool. Darby Allin cut a promo talking about how he went to Tony Khan to get Brody King signed to AEW, and talked about how Brody King was Brody King was a monster, but Darby Allin was talking about how he's going to destroy Brody King once and for all, and how he wants a coffin match with Brody King and everything as well. That was cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed Daniel Garcia. Well, Tony Schiavone brought up that last week on AEW Dynamite, Daniel Garcia picked up a victory against Bryan Danielson. Well, Daniel Garcia was saying, Tony, I beat Bryan Danielson. I am the Dragon Slayer. And so with that being said, Bryan Danielson, whenever your head feels better and you're over this concussion, come back and find me, because I'll kick your ass again, because I am Daniel Garcia and I am the Dragon Slayer and everything. That was cool. AEW aired highlights of the match between Pac versus Connor Mills for the AEW All-Atlantic title at Rev Pro Wrestling. That was cool. Ethan Page cut a promo talking about how he's not been on TV, how he's never on TV anymore, and how he's not getting any merchandise and action figures sold and everything, and talked about how the fans were morons because they get more merchandise of Orange Cassidy and CM Punk and everything, and Ethan Page was talking about how he's tired of not be well, and Ethan Page was talking about how he doesn't get any TV time and asks why, and why he doesn't get any merchandise, asks why and everything, and Ethan Page is going on more of a rant, and as that rant is going on, Stokely Hathaway came out, and Ethan Page asked Stokely Hathaway, "What do you want, Stoke?" Stokely Hathaway said, "You know what I want." And then Stokely Hathaway gave Ethan Page his business card, and Stokely Hathaway ended up leaving the ring, and Ethan Page followed behind Stokely Hathaway and everything. That was cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed the Jericho Appreciation Society, which are Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, and Anna Jay. Tony Schiavone brought up about Chris Jericho and Wheeler Yuta facing off in the main event, and talked about it and everything. And then Matt Menard was saying, "Tony, you know what makes my nipples hard? Knowing that Chris Jericho will be defeating Wheeler Yuta tonight, and will go on to face Jon Moxley for the interim AEW title at Quake by the Lake." Tony Schiavone said, "That's if Wheeler Yuta doesn't win." Angelo Parker said, "Are you getting smart with us, Tony? Because let me tell you something. Chris Jericho is going to beat Wheeler Yuta and go on to face Jon Moxley at Quake by the Lake for the interim AEW title, and Chris Jericho is going to be your next interim AEW champion." And the Jericho Appreciation Society never fails. For example, we recruited the best female wrestler there ever is in Anna Jay and everything, and then Anna Jay was saying, "That's right, because I am the prettiest, I am the sexiest, and Tony, I will choke you out. Cameraman, I'll choke you out." And then Anna Jay went crazy, and Anna Jay went over and locked in the Queenslayer on a staff member of AEW, while Matt Menard and Angelo Parker were looking on and everything. That was cool. And AEW aired a vignette of the build-up of the match between Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita for the Ring of Honor World title at All Elite Wrestling's special event Battle of the Belts 3. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Taz and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. Tony Schiavone done commentary along with Taz and Excalibur for the first half, for the first hour of Dynamite. Tony Schiavone done awesome as usual. Jim Ross done commentary along with Taz and Excalibur. For the second hour of Dynamite, Jim Ross done awesome as usual, and William Regal done guest commentary along with Jim Ross, Taz, and Excalibur during the match between Chris Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta. William Regal done great on guest commentary. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, Stephon Smith, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Jay Lethal versus Orange Cassidy. Paul Turner refereed the match between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Thunderstorm. Stephon Smith refereed the match between Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ren Jones. Rick Knox refereed the match between Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between The Acclaimed versus The Gun Club in a dumpster match. And Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Chris Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, the match card that's been announced for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite's special event, Quake by the Lake, Wednesday night. So far that's been announced, it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho for the interim AEW title, Darby Allin versus Brody King in a coffin match, the Lucha Brothers, which are Rey Fenix and Penta Oscuro versus Andrade El Idolo and Rush, and Jade Cargill versus a mystery opponent for the TBS Women's title. So the match card for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite's special event, Quake by the Lake, next week, on Wednesday night, that's been announced so far. Looks like it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it, and I'm looking forward to it. The match card that's been announced for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage tonight, it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Mance Warner in an interim AEW title eliminator match. Swerve and Our Glory, which are Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese and Josh Woods for the AEW Tag Team titles. Those are the matches that have been announced so far. But besides the matches that have been announced, Madison Rayne will be appearing live. So the match card for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage tonight that's been announced so far looks like it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. And the match card for All Elite Wrestling's special event, Battle of the Belts 3, and the match card for All Elite Wrestling's Battle of the Belts, and the match card for All Elite Wrestling's special event, Battle of the Belts 3, it's going to be Wardlow versus Jay Lethal for the AEW TNT title, Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's title, and Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita for the Ring of Honor World title. So the match card for All Elite Wrestling's special event, Battle of the Belts 3 tomorrow night, looks like it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite from 2 nights ago, which was August 3rd, 2022. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.